It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Titans and the Bills, and it's all up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Not a lot of undefeated clubs left after 3 weeks, and we're going to have one fewer in a little bit. We're off in a battle of 3-0 teams. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Levis going to throw on the first play. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down. Levis back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Now Levis. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. First tone of the game for James Cook. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Allen now on first down. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Again, Allen to the air. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Pacheco again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Levis to the air now. Gets everything he has under this throw. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On first down, Allen. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. Johnston brings it in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Allen on 3rd down. Looking for Kincaid, but it's intercepted. Rio Chanel makes the play. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative... comes a critical 3rd down.
looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Levis. His shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
54, right 54. 49 down, 22 reader.
Levis throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans drive their lead to 11. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. It's a 2-score. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play action now, Allen. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set 3rd down. Slot receiver headed left. 3rd and long for him here. Finds Kincaid. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Right back to Pacheco. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Levis setting to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Hold on, like 90.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Like 54.
Levis back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans push their lead to 18. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away.
What's that?
First and 10. Here's Allen. He's throwing deep to the left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
What's that? Look out.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. They're out and set. First and 10.
Here we go. Hold on, 0-0. 54 readers. Hand up.
Looking to throw, Levis. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he has 7 on that run as we're down to the 2-minute warning. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Like 54, like 54.
Here's Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
What's that?
Back to throw now, Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 5.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Completed here to Johnston. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down throw for Allen. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Running back sent in motion.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen gonna throw again. Gets this to Kincaid. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. So Buffalo's gonna call its second timeout. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To the air again, Allen. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
What is that?
They kick the running back in motion.
Look out!
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 30-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Like 24! Ahead!
One final shot before halftime. He's trying to push the field. Brought in inside the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
They'll set up here for the point after. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. Well, that's the halfway point, and the visiting Titans taking a nice little lead to intermission. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. The turn starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So to begin the third, it's going to be the Buffalo offense we see first. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Irvin here from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
What's that? What's that?
Now Allen. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What's that?
Motioning him from the slot right.
Go.
On 1st down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They put a receiver in motion right.
What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
And 5 at the Titans' 41.
Again, Allen to the air. Working the sideline. That's Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
What's that?
Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Go. What's that?
From the 28. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
1st and 10
What's
at
that?
the 23-yard line.
What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Cook calls it in. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
What's that?
They've got a man in motion.
What's that?
Allen looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. He'll try and run this.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
What's that?
Allen on 3rd down. Getting out to his left. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Now Camarda on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Like 54. Yeah.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will. and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
Like 49.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. He's contained at the line for no gain. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running right is Pacheco. And they'll make the stop after a short gain to the 48. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Like zero. Zero's down, right down, 49 meter.
Levis to the air now. Trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to.
What's that? Look out.
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Hits him on the out route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Look out. It's out.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Irving hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the 42, finds Kincaid. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Handoff headed right, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Motioning left is their running back.
Look out.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's incomplete left side.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Like 13.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Like 5-4.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to drive up past the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
49, Mike 49.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Like 13, like 13.
Throwing is Levis. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And they bring him down around the 34. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. It's Pacheco again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. This is Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He brings it in. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
From the pocket, looking for a target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. Well, an assist to their punter on that one, Brock.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Absolutely right.
Because it was that kick that set up the chance for that immediate safety.
How many times do we sit with coaches over the course of the week and we hear it all the time? Mirroring that defense and special teams, teams. It could be game changers. And you don't know that play in any NFL game that could turn the tide. Well, we got to see the defense and the special teams marry together, and now we'll get to watch the offense take possession.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Titans. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
0-0. 49's down, 22 Rita. 22 Linda.
Levis setting to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hello, like 90. Hey, mayday.
Here's Levis. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. That one right down the middle. And the Titans continue piling on to this lead.
Bills 9.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Connects with Cook. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Throwing the out route complete. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds the in route complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Go. What's that?
Allen gonna throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
What's that?
Back to throw now, Allen. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
What's that?
Play action now with Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Look out.
Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
What's that?
Putting a receiver in motion.
What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
What's that?
To the air again, Allen. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, come on, come on. Diamond.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Complete to Coleman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
What's that? What's that?
One final shot here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it up to the 44. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.